Hey guys, today I came up with another competitive programming question, that is in order traversal restoration. Now let us quickly go through the problem statement given here. A complete binary tree is a binary tree where every node except the leaf node has two childs. Now at the last level of the tree, for an edge height h, it has two power h leaf nodes. Now our task is simple. No, it is given that to convert post order traversal of a complete binary tree to in order traversal of a complete binary tree. Now let us look at the visual view of the complete binary tree. It is one of the example consisting of nodes from A to G. Now here, if you look this one, it is a left subtree and it is the right subtree of the complete binary tree. At the level 2, it is having all leaf nodes. Leaf node means which has no childs at all. Now let us quickly move through the input and the output format given here. Input format is nothing but a string that denotes post order traversal of a complete binary tree. Output is to we have to convert that post order traversal of a complete binary tree to in order traversal of the complete binary tree and print the respective in order traversal of the complete binary tree in the string format. Now let us look at the working process of this in order traversal restoration. Let me close this. Now first of all, they will be giving post order, right? Now that has to be converted into in order. Now what is the post order traversal? First we have to visit left node, then right node, then after that root node. In order traversal is nothing but we should visit left node first, then root, then right. Just what are these representations means? Post order means after the left right we have to represent root. In order we have to represent root in the middle of the left and right. Now first of all, the post order, let us consider one post order traversal, that is A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O, that is consisting of 0 to 14 elements, right, according to the index. That is nothing but total of 15 elements. Now first of all, we should take the count, that is 0 to 14, that is nothing but 15 elements we have, means 15 characters we have. After that, what is the minimum index here? 0. Then maximum index is 14. Now we should calculate mid for it, mid value for it. Mid is nothing but min index plus max index by 2. That is nothing but 0 plus 14 by 2. That is 7. Now first of all, let us consider 0 to mid minus 1 characters that are A, B, C, D, E, F, Z. Now for every now consider 3 elements and the last element be uh, means last element in the given sub-array or sublist is that is the subroot, and that is Z. Now for in the every 3 elements we have to swap the 2 and 3 characters. Means if we consider A as first character, B as second character, and C as third character, we will be swapping B and C characters. After the 3 characters completion, we should be placing the last character after that. That is nothing but the subroot of this uh, sublist sublist elements. Means here we are doing that procedure. Let us see that. Swap 2 and 3 characters in every 3 characters, and after 3 characters place the parent root character of the sublist or subarray. Now see, as I discussed before, we are swapping B and C here and placing the root means parent of this ABC, that is G. After that we should be swapping F and D here, means F and E here. That is, E and F we are swapping here, that means we will be writing FE after swapping. Why we are swapping last 2 elements means here if we see that right here in the post order traversal there is right and root, right after root. But in the in order traversal, if we see there is root after root, then right. Now if we swap this right and root in the post order, we'll be getting in order, right? So that I am swapping those elements. Now, after swapping those elements and placing the root of the sublist, that is G here, we'll be doing next. After that, we'll be doing means we'll be placing the parent root. That means main parent root. That will be in the end of the post order traversal. That is O, right? That will be placed in the placed after the E, character E here, because already we have been converted this left sublist into the in order traversal, so that after that we'll be placing the parent character here, that is it, that is at the end of the post order traversal, that is O. Then after that we'll be considering mid to max minus one characters. Those are H, I, J, K, L, M, N. For that also we'll be doing the same procedure. We'll be considering three elements. Then last element is the parent root of this sublist. Now again swap the every second and third element in the three elements, means three characters. Uh, the second and third characters are I and J here, right? So that we'll be swapping this I and J. That will be becoming the J and I. Then after that we'll be placing the parent of this sublist, that is N. After that, in these next three elements, we'll be swapping 2 and 3 characters. Those are L and M. Means that will be represented as that will be rewritten as M and L. So that we'll be getting H, J, I, N, K, M, L. Now let us consider this order as first one, and then if we consider this as second one. Now will be concatenating these two sequences. Then we'll be getting the entire in order traversal of the complete binary tree. Now successfully we have been converted this entire post order traversal into in order traversal. Now let us go and write the code for this in the C language. For that, firstly, what will be the input, means what we have to take the input here. Here the input is in the format of string, right? For that we'll be taking the character array, that is char ch of means we should be checking the input constant first. Here the input constant is 1000, so we'll be taking 5 characters more than that for the safe side. After that we should be inputting the string, right? For that, scanf %s comma ampersand is not required for the string input, so that we'll be writing ch. After that we'll be taking the length of the string for finding the mid value and all, so that int n equal to strlen of ch. That means it will be calculating the length of the string and then storing it into the integer variable n. After that, we'll be writing the in order function for converting the post order traversal into in order traversal. In the in order function, we'll be passing the, pardon me, the string that has been inputted, and then first index, that is 0, 0 to up to n indexes, right? That is n minus 1. Now we'll be writing a void function for this in order function, void in order. What are the inputs? One is the character array, right? So that I am considering character ch. In the array format, we'll be passing the parameter as character array. Then after that, second one is integer, right? That is low value, that is 0. We are passing. Then after that, high value. That's it. Now we'll be operating on this local variables of the function in order. Now for that, now first of all, we should be checking the condition. If height minus L equal to 2 means we will be printing printf %lc %C for 3-character printing. Means we'll be having the 3 characters, right? Then we should be printing character of L. Then after that, we should be swapping, right? For the now after the character of means first after the first character, then we should be printing third character, right? For that L+2 index character. Then after character of L+1. Means we are swapping L+1 and L+2 here and printing in the order. Then after that, if it is not the case, means we are having more than 3 elements, then we should be calculating the mid value, so that we'll be taking integer variable m for calculating the mid value, m equal to low plus high by 2. That's it, the mid value is calculated. Now just we'll be recursively doing this function in order. Now first of all, what we have to check in the character array, means in the string, we'll be first taking, means we'll be first considering, as we seen in the logic before, low value to mid minus 1 value, right? Then after that, now we'll be printing the root element, right? For the %C comma character of, just take high value, that is the parent character. After printing the parent character, again write the recursive function. We should check the right sublist now for the ch comma mid to high minus 1, right? That's it. Now let us see these 3 statements again. This is for the left sub array. After completing left sub array, we'll be printing the root light, right? Root is at the ending of the post order traversal, right? For that, we'll be printing last element, means last character in the array. For that, we'll be doing ch of h. At the h index only the last character consists, right? Now it is for the root value, means root character. After that, we'll be considering the right subarray. That's it. This recursive function will be going on iterating up to the completion of means up to the in order traversal is printed. Let us check with the custom input first. We'll be providing this input as we have been taken the example before. Yeah, okay, let us write it. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, O, right? Now let us see the output. Oh, sorry. Here it's printf, not print. Yeah, we successfully got this in order traversal. Let us compare with the manual description that we have been written before. Yeah, it's A, C, B, G, D, F, E, O, H, J, I, N, K, M, L. That's it. We have been successfully produced the desired output, that is in order traversal. Now let us check for the base test cases. Yeah, Congo. We have been successfully passed the base test case. Now let us check for the hidden test cases also. Yeah, Congo. We have also passed the hidden test cases. Thank you.